Hi, Carlos Alomar here, and thank you, Alan Horn, for putting together this question and answer. This one is from Linny Whiteside. Hi, Linny. Dear Carlos, I'll be going to see you and everyone in Berlin in November. The Berlin Bowie era is my favorite. Heroes is my favorite song. When you go to Berlin, will you head to a part of the city that is special to your own memories or your time there with Bowie in the late 70s? I am guessing the studio probably holds many memories, but I wondered if there were any other places. Wow. Well, you know what? Not only are there places, there's people, there's friends, Iram Searing, there's John. The people that were at the Hansa studio, I have every intention of visiting them. But again, some of these people from Berlin are actually my friends that I've kept in touch with. And so I very much look forward to not only going there, but as far as, Romy's place, is it still there? The underground that I went with David, the speakeasies, all these places, are they still there? I'm not sure. I think that sometimes we leave things in the period in which they found them and the memories stay intact. So I think that sometimes I'd rather visit those places in my mind's eye than actually go back and find out they're not there. So long live our memories. Here's one by Linda D. Hi, Carlos. What a treat to be able to ask you a question. That's so much time. Thank you so much for your time. Why was the 1976 dress rehearsal in Vancouver recorded? Why wasn't an official recording of any other Isolar 1 gig ever recorded? I wish you great success on the D.A.M Trio tour and hope I can get to Berlin, health permitting. Oh, I hope so too, Linda. You know what, concerning the dress, I don't know why they recorded. David Bowie recorded everything. And so let's not be fooled. The fact that it wasn't released at that time doesn't mean that it's not released. As you know, we record a lot of things. And remember, some of the live performances offer you a glimpse into songs created in a different way than they were when you first heard them. For instance, when we did the Glass Spider tour, you had all these horns on Fame. Well, the new generation heard it and loved it, but the old generation didn't have horns on Fame. So when the new kids want to buy the album, they don't buy the original album, they buy the live version that had the horns. So as you can see, it's very difficult to find out what albums they will release or what albums they just hold and maybe they'll release them later. So you know what? Let's give a little hope a chance and have faith that maybe they will be released one day. I look forward to that day as well. Thank you, Linda. This one comes from Martin Pohl. Hello, Carlos. Once you completed your parts on an album, say Heroes, and assuming that you are not there for mixing, how would you first get to hear the album? Would you get a tape or LP in the post, or would you go to the studio to just listen? And what were your first reactions to Heroes, the album? Wow. Well, when we were doing Heroes, we had done Low, and we knew that it was symphonic on the B side and the whole rock and roll on the A side. We really, as a D.A.M trio, were intent on delivering the most impactful music that we could. To that end, man, Beauty and the Beast, Joe the Lion, these songs are really powerful songs. And the vocals on V2 Schneider were never heard. You never heard anything like that before. It's amazing. Of course, we had the Secret Life of Arabia that I co-wrote with David Bowie, and that, of course, was an amazing inspirational moment for me. But you know what? I didn't get any previews. Just like you, I'm a fan. The D.A.M trio finishes the tracks. We go home. Robert Fripp comes in. Everybody comes in. They do their overdubs. I don't know if my part is on the cutting room floor. I don't even know if the song that we were playing made the record. So I got home, I turned off all the lights. Robin, my wife, and I just sat there in the lights. We turned on the A side and we heard Beauty and the Beast and all these powerful D.A.M trio songs. And then we flipped it over. Morse Garden. It was just like, oh my God, we turned off the lights and we were just blown away. It was the most amazing experience. Heroes was one of my favorite albums because of that. Not just The Secret Life of Arabia because I co-wrote that, but because the synergy between the A side and the B side, the power of the D.A.M trio, and the whole oblique strategies and the way that Brian Eno, Robert Fripp, Tony Visconti, David Bowie, the way they put that B-side, unbelievable. What an outstanding album. One of my favorites. Thanks for coming. We've got more in store for you. The next chapter is about to unfold.